Oftentimes, you don't know what to do when you're entering that meeting or that problem. It's a new problem. You see, great leaders guide conversations by asking powerful and strategic questions. So challenge yourself to ask these questions. Instead of, what do you think? Ask what data supports this decision. And instead of, how's it going? Ask, what's the biggest challenge you're facing right now? Instead of, can we fix this? Ask, what would it take to ensure this never happens again? The quality of your questions determine the quality of your results. Next up is number 4, which is to become a question master. You do not need all the answers to lead. You just need to know how to ask the right questions. So if you are an effective communicator, you are able to address and properly identify what questions you need to ask, what information is missing to be able to make the best decision to move that problem forward. Here's a little trick that my parents taught me in order to become better at asking great questions. When I was growing up, we would play the question game at any sort of social function. The question game meant that little Natalie was supposed to walk up to an adult and ask them 3 questions. So my mom at a social gathering would say, go talk to Mr. Bob. So I would walk over to Mr. Bob, and my target was to ask Mr. Bob 3 questions. Well, it's terrifying talking to adults when you're young, and sometimes it's still terrifying to talk to adults. So I had to overcome that fear, but then I also had to ask 3 questions that kept the conversation engaging. Well, as a very young kid, I wasn't able to ask super engaging questions to Bob and ask him the final questions. This practice of getting good at asking questions, keeping the conversation going, understanding what really matters is priceless and an invaluable trait if you really want to communicate like an expert.